Hello, good morning, welcome back. This is Manuel from Graphics. Today we'll be learning different things, lots and lots different things today, ranging from project portfolio, price table, logo brand design, estimates, invoice design, presentation, mockup, final export, and receipts. And also, I'm going to teach you the final one, which is in front of us, business plan. Okay, this I'm going to give you a general overview of this. In the subsequent tutorial, I'm going to make a clear reference, a clear tutorial pointing out how to prepare all of these, which I'll be listing in this tutorial. Okay, so now I got constant request about this, how can I retain my customers, how do you maintain the relationship between your customers, and so on and so forth. And I am the kind of person that you all know I deal much with respect to clients than respect to what I'm doing. Okay, what you're doing sometimes might be conflicting to what your clients want, so impressing them the most is the most important part of this business. Okay, so now I have to make you understand something. You see, sometimes clients do not tend to refer you to other clients because you made a wonderful work for them. No, but they do that because you did more than what they expected. I stated that in the last quote. This tutorial also is as a result of the winning in the group. I posted a poll on the group, and this was the one that received most of the votes for that week, so I have to present it. But this is not just the tutorial for that. Okay, this is a very massive tutorial. This is a massive one. This tutorial, you're going to learn lots and lots more things, and how to retain your customers, how to maintain your standard, how to move on from stage to stage. You understand, there are lots to learn here. So without talking much about this, let's just get right into it. This 2 minutes already. So number one I want to point out is price table. I understand that most students don't have a price table. Okay, you don't have a price table. Client asks you, how much do you charge? You start dabbling around words, and that doesn't make sense. That's not professional. Okay, I realized this in the late 2018. That's when I realized how important the price table is. Before now, I usually sent out my price table to clients as text. And sometimes, if you are my client and I send the price table as a text message to you, or as a text or an email to you just in a text format, it looks somehow as though it's not a stable price. Maybe it's something you give a different price to one client and the other to other client. But preparing this price table makes it very, very simple and very easy for them to understand that this is a stable price, even if they are negotiating, even if you are having a deduction, or I will use the word you are removing any amount from the usual amount you are supposed to charge them. It is not going to go far from what you have already here. I usually have discounts for my clients, okay, but that doesn't go very, very far from what I have in my price table because of the standard which this price table will bring to me. This is the price table I used previously, that's 2020, 2019, and so. And this is the new one. You see the structure, how it's organized. This is a regular price, advanced price, and unlimited. The difference here is just the spaces here, okay? This one doesn't have logo sketches, but this one have logo sketches, and it doesn't have logo presentation and documentation. I realized that this was a problem to my client. They find it difficult navigating through all this and finding the best plan for themselves. So I decided to narrow it to two design price tables only, which are my latest update now. Okay, so these are my latest updates, and this is how it looks like. Very simple. I have the advanced and I have the unlimited. The advanced have 2 logo samples, and the same here. Everything you find in the advanced you find in the unlimited version, except for the source file, which I'm gonna talk about in a few minutes to come, and the logo animation, which is a new package I added to my design platform. So this is the price payment channels, or payment means which I receive money from. Very simple. You can add your contact detail here and add your logo and your business name over here. You see how simple this looks? Very, very simple. You can prepare this. This is for US, you can prepare for UK in pounds, you can prepare for, like I did, you can prepare for Nigeria. Like you see this one above here is for Nigeria. 15k is Nigerian price or pricing. Okay, you understand that now. So we have $100 for here and $150 for here, which means the source file and logo animation or logo stage meets up $50. So that is it for price table. To prepare a price table, very simple. You can take the format or add something to your own through what you have seen here already. So let's get into the next thing, because we have a lot of things to talk about today. So we have talked about the okay, now let me tell you a little bit of project portfolioing. Okay, when you don't have a project portfolio, it's difficult for you to address yourself or explain yourself to your clients, especially new clients. Okay, so project portfolio makes it easier for your client to understand your standard or your level and understand how much to negotiate with you. Nobody want to price make an overprice of a service which is under valued. Okay, when you provide a value, I talked about this in my previous post on the group. When you provide a value system that is less than what you're charging, that doesn't make much sense. Okay, but when you charge more than what you are supposed to charge when you charge what you are supposed to charge, even if it is more than what someone else charged for the same services, the difference here is what the value you are providing to the client. No price is high. Some people ask these questions: how much should I charge my client? That's not a good question to ask. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. Your price range advances based on what? Based on your value system and how you upgrade your value system. So you provide a value system of $100, you charge $100, that's okay. If you charge more than that, that's an aberration. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, but if you're charging $1,000 and some people are charging $100 for the same service you're providing, it's not a bad thing, especially if your clients are satisfied with the job you're providing for them and if they are okay with it. Sometimes my client, they even send me tips. If a client could send you tips, someone came to my inbox and said, "Sir, you are charging too much for design." I laughed. If a client could send you tip after you finish working, no matter what you charge them, a client I worked for, she actually paid £150, and later she sent me £75 after she had finished branding or placing her logo on the products. You understand? So that, to me, I don't see that as an overcharging. Okay, if I would continue in branding and logo design as I never planned to, that price will go higher than that. I'll go £200, £300, and so on and so forth. People out there are charging $1,000, $2,000 for just logo design. So you can do same. Okay, so now let's go next. Portfolio is just like Instagram. I'm talking about that. Instagram, your Facebook page, your Facebook personal profile timeline. Make sure you post on these three places. You must not be on all social media. Forget about Fiverr, forget about freelancer, forget about Upwork. All these don't just understand how it works, and it doesn't work for the space over here. If you are listening and you are watching this from outside the country, outside Nigeria, you can use Fiverr, you can use all those. But for Nigeria, I think we are blacklisted in all those platforms. So avoid them. Focus your attention on your pages. You can run your promotions there. Make sure you keep your content stable and steady. I'll come back and teach you guys how to make your post or make your Instagram page stand out and meet up the requirements for your clients. Okay, so now let's get right into branding price table. Okay, we've talked about price table for logo design. Now we're talking about price table for branding. I'm taking this one after the other, step by step, so you understand how this works. When it comes to when I have to draw more attention to, I will let you know. Okay, just follow up what I'm trying to teach you. Okay, so now we have price table for product branding. This is just how I arranged mine. If the company is designing 2 to 5 products, they are going to pay 45,000 naira for each product design. So 45,000 multiplied by 5, that will give us whatever amount that is. Okay, but if they are designing only single products, they are paying 50,000 naira. And if they are designing unlimited products, like from 10 and above, then they are paying 40,000 for each of the product. Which means if they are designing for 10 products, that's 400,000 naira. This is how I aligned my product brand design pricing. Okay, this is just for Nigeria. Outside there, I charge more than this. Now here are the features you can get: unlimited design revision. Okay, now you don't send this to clients outside. You prepare your price table for US. You ask the clients what location. They tell you, okay, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Africa, I'm in South Africa, sorry, I'm in US, I'm in UK, I'm in Afghanistan, I'm in Canada, I'm in India. If they say they're India, you know the price you're going to send for them is USD, okay, US dollars. Okay, that will be converted to whatever currency they have there, then they will forward to you. So now this is just it. All features are listed below here, as you can read. These are features that will be sent to them after the product branding design. If you don't know, you can pause this video and watch and read from there. So we get to the next one. After I talk about pricing, logo pricing and brand pricing, talk about estimates. Okay, now whenever you get a client's job, first thing you send to them is your portfolio. Okay, once they review your portfolio, see that this is okay for them, then the next thing you do is what? You send them your estimate. Estimate is what? Okay, you send them your price table, not your estimate. You send them your price table, which is this, or either this one, which I show, either this one or this other one, which I show you guys here. Okay, send them your price table. First, you send them your portfolio, either your Instagram handle. They go there and check your work. If they just come and say how much, you say, have you seen my work? They say no, you send them. So they see, so you understand, and they understand what level they are pricing for. Not like if you tell them the price, they will say it's too expensive because they have not seen your standard of work. Some of them would like to see what you can do. Send them portfolio, let them review your work before you talk about price. Don't jump into price. I warn you guys several on that. Don't jump into price. Make sure you make them understand that you care about their problems or what issues they're trying to solve for their business first before talking about pricing. So whenever you understand, whenever you review that, next thing you send them your price table. After your price table, you can send them, but before your price table, you can now start asking them questions on what problem they are trying to solve, what issues their company is facing, if they have previous logo or not, and so on. These questions you must ask before you send them your price table. And after you're done with price table, next thing you do is then send them your estimate. Estimate is totally different from price table. Okay, estimate is a general pricing for everything which you are going to do for them. Probably you want to do branding, logo design, website design, and so on and so forth. You know, you arrange all of them based on their prices, just as I did here, and the subtotal. You can add an additional note here, your contact detail and your email address if you want. So this is how the front page look like, and this is in PDF format. You can just prepare this in 2 sheets. Okay, export it as PDF. Make sure you send as PDF. Don't send as image. So they can zoom on this tiny. Some of them might have eye problems. Zoom on this tiny informations and see clearly what information you're trying to pass to them. So this is for this company. Prepared for, you name the company, their email if possible, or location. Prepared by, you name your name and the date. Then the quote number. This quote number, how many quotes you have given out. That's the number where it counts. So that's it about design estimate. Okay, this a website design estimate. You can do this for a branding design estimate. Here in number 1 could be logo design. Number 2 could be, okay, let me show you an instance of what I'm talking about. Let me show you an instance of that. I think we have that in Impress. By the way, this is how I arrange my works in folders. Okay, okay, so this is another example of an invoice like that for branding. Okay, invoice for branding. Here you have business card, see the price, flyers, nylon, paper bags, t-shirts, all printable designs, previous balance, and you total it up here. But this is the previous design estimate, design invoice I had. Okay, so I'll show you the latest one as we progress. So this, like I was saying, this is the estimate as it is. So the estimate is totally different from the price table. The estimate, you now draft it based on the price table you have given to the person, based on the conclusion of pricing, which you guys agreed. We agreed on $100 for a design. So you say, okay, we agree on 100, you give them, sorry for that, you give them the pricing here. This pricing estimate is not subject to negotiation. Okay, you don't negotiate with this, not at all. This is not subject to negotiation. This is the product of what? The negotiation you did with the previous what? Plan, which is this. After you send them this, they will negotiate, or if they don't negotiate, they agree, then you proceed with sending them the what estimate. Prepare your estimate for them. You can reuse all these things I'm telling you. You don't have to prepare this new for every new customer. When you prepare and finish saving, save it in a way that you can now reuse it. Like I taught you guys already that. Go to my page, you see how to save files so that you can reuse it, reusable files on Photoshop and also on Illustrator. Just save it as AI or save it as PSD here. Double click on it, it opens, and you edit the pricing, edit the name of the person, and that is it. That is it for a new client. Okay, so that is it for pricing. Okay, design estimates. Okay, now we get to invoice. Okay, that particular one is a basic design estimate. This is a basic design estimate, a very simplified design estimate. Now we go to advanced design estimate that I prepared. So this is an advanced design estimate, the same front end as it looks like. Now the difference with this is, if this is a website or if this is a logo, if this is a logo or branding design estimate, you have to present some images or imagery of the previous works you have done for related brands. If this is a brand for perfume, you can show them some previous perfume designs you have done here, elaborate or explain or express yourself based on that before giving the estimate. This is an advanced estimate for big companies. Okay, but this is a web design estimate. See how I prepared it, and this is the header, how it's going to look, the concept of everything. This is how it looks before we drop down to the estimate and how it's going to be like. And in this advanced estimate for companies especially, you have to spit out every tool you are going to use for work and the prices, how they're going to cost you, the hours of work, how much it's going to cost, and so on and so forth. It depends on the kind of company you're working with or agreement with them. And also state your agreement clearly here so that they don't misunderstand you. Okay, state your agreement clearly here, then you put your logo beneath. This is an advanced design estimate. Now we go to the my latest invoice. So this is the latest invoice, carry my RC number. This is my registration number, my logo. The invoice, usually here you see invoice, and invoice 2, you write the name of the person, the country, invoice number, you write invoice number, date, you write the date, and item description, you can now present it. Now if you watch around here, you will notice that there is a tick good here. Why that is this: an invoice is not the final price conclusion. Okay, it's not a final price conclusion, it's not a final design completion. What this means is this: when you send an invoice to a client and you finish a particular job, you can update the invoice and tell, okay, we have finished this business name registration, you mark it good and send the new updates to the client so that they will keep up to date. That's number one reason why you update your invoice. Number two reason why you update invoice is if a client is not paying all money at the same time. If they are paying part of the money now and paying later, you can say, okay, for instance, look at what we have here, this total amount, which amounts to about 542,000 naira. Okay, now this is the discount. The discount is 200,000 naira. Okay, this is 642,000 naira, not 500, 642,000 naira total here. The discount is 200,000 naira. Don't mind this discount. Why I made this discount here is because I am working in affiliate with this company. Okay, we are just like partnership, and I am doing works for them. Like in the future, the benefits, some part of it will go for me, some percentage of the company's profit will also go to me. Okay, that's why I'm putting in my own effort. That's why the discount is huge. Usually discount shouldn't get up to 20,000 naira. Okay, now we have total amount and how much they paid, 50,000 naira, and this is the balance. Now if the client pays 100,000 naira, you update it here 150,000 naira because they paid 50,000 naira previously, and now you have to backdate this balance to 200 and whatever it could be, 270 something thousand naira or so. Okay, now in invoice you must provide your account detail, where they are sending the money to, or where they sent the money, or where they have been sending the money to, and make sure you use one account detail for all your invoice until the business is done. Okay, customer sign, in case they print it, they can sign here. Your signature is going to be here. You know how to prepare that, and your name is good. So this is just a basic invoice. And how it's going to look. I also have a complex invoice, but I couldn't find that an advanced invoice for a company which I prepared for the company. I show you their estimate here. okay, this company. So but I couldn't find that now. So but you get the idea from this one, okay, and from this advanced and basic design estimates I presented to you here. So now next we are going to go into design presentation. This is the first presentation design you give to your clients, okay. Design presentation, first one is this is how I present my first design. Brand logo design for right name, blah blah blah, and this is especially not for all clients, okay. It's especially for clients who appreciate your worth, or clients who paid a little more than what you expected, okay. Take your time, prepare work for them, so that because they are going to get more clients for you, okay. So this is the way I present it on a white background, on a black background, the different versions and the mock-up versions. I prepare this and I send them out as PDF. As you can see, this is PDF file, okay. This is a PDF file, very simple. You prepare this, send it to them. When they scroll up, they will be filled with joy. This is very simple to do. It's very, very simple and attractive. So you send this the first design sample when you send it to a client. If not this format, you can present them as single image and send them differently. But you know, sending different image like 4, 5, 10 images to somebody at the same time, it looks somehow boring and, you know, disturbing. Just send one single PDF that contains all the files in it. By so doing, you are making your customer understand that you have concept and you are organized, okay, and you also matured and advanced and professional in what you're doing. So after that official design, when they select one final design, then you can go to the what design instruction, which I have showed you guys previously. This is my design illustration and what final export. This is the final version of my design. Here I made a tutorial on this on my channel. Go and watch it. Go scroll and see how I export my final design to my clients. You watch that video, you are going to enjoy it. You have two videos there, the introduction or the summary and the main video tutorial. Remember, I'm going to make all these things I analyzed here. I'm going to make their tutorial for you one after the other in the coming weeks. One after the other, I'm going to take my time and do that. But if I can't even do that, you understand what it means. Yeah, just come here, pause the video. You can, you know, go through it, you know, prepare it. You are designers. This is very simple to do. So this is just the simple format for design presentation final. So you send them the instruction. Here you're telling them that this logo is not going to work on a white background because it have a white text around it. And this one not going to work on a black background because it have a dark text around it. You understand? So here is going to give the instructions of why you use the colors and why you did what you did. And this is the word design illustration, how you came up with the ideas, and this is the typeface we used, and this is the color palette which we used. Okay, so you also make them know that all files above are editable, okay, so they know that this also can serve as a source file. Okay, now whenever you're exporting files, export these files as PNG. Okay, one after the other. You are going to export this main file, export the white version, export the black version, and export the one with white text inside of it. That is why you are going to explain to them from the above image description what makes XTMS differ in number 1 and 2 is the text color. You're trying to explain to them so that even if they send this to printers out there, the printers are not going to make mistakes, you know, misunderstanding which logo to use on which background. Simply reading this, some printers who are naive to what call logo conversion are going to pick up from here. So that is it about logo instruction. I send this final version to my clients before I send this, and also send some mockups to them, and I also send the PNG format, the PDF. I also send the AI file or the PSD file if necessary. Send all these files to them, especially if they paid you enough for that. Even if they don't pay you enough for that, you can send it to them for your client to win their hearts, okay? Because that's the only reason why clients bring other clients to you. Not because you did works for them and it's amazing, but because you did extra works for them, you amazed them. So whenever you hear someone say they need a logo, they have to remember you. And whenever they have that in mind, they remembers you, okay? So that is it. And this is the receipts. It's totally different from invoice, okay? Though it's have almost the same design, but a receipt is totally different from an invoice. An invoice is simply a general price where updates could be made in later time. Which means if a price is added, or if more projects are added to the project, you can update it in the invoice, but not in the receipt. A receipt is a final documentation of all pricing and all work you have done. Okay, final documentation, and this is done only when the clients have already paid all money they owe. okay, and you have exported your files to them, all files to them, then if they are bringing more works, then it should be opened in a new invoice, not updated in that old invoice. Once you export a receipt, don't update the old invoice to avoid conflict or misunderstanding in the future. In case you have a court issue with them, this will help you resolve that problem. If you watch here, I don't have my account detail. This tells that this is no more an invoice, it's a receipt, and just a total amount of everything in total and final final price here. So that is it for this. And finally, I want to talk about a little more of the business plan before I go to the Easter egg I have for you guys today. I have a business plan here. Some of you asked how to prepare a business plan or have to prepare a company's portfolio or stuff like that. This is just a business plan. Okay, it's a company's business plan. It's very simple to do. The header, just like we prepared for this estimate here, the header here is just how it's going to be. Then you can now start narrowing with some design concepts, your illustrations. This is called an infographics. You can check it online. Infographics, you can prepare your own or download one and make good use of it. Make sure you walk around the colors. You can prepare these. It's very simple. These are just prepared by me. These are prepared by me with just your concept in your mind. You don't need to be perfect. These are not perfect lines, but they look close to perfectness. This is just a bar chart, or what they call it, whatever. So overview of the works and presentation in image formats and the other companies they work with, and these informations are going to be prepared or presented to you by the company. Okay, now it's only left for you to now start preparing it. When my website is ready, I'm going to present to you guys some more of this concept, so you see how to walk around this. You see this is very complex over here, where you see so many informations being very, very tiny and too cumbersome to understand. This is not even very tiny. This is very, very easy to do. If I open the other project for you, you'll be very, very scared of designing a business and such concept. So this is it for business plan. Okay, very simple to do. Now go to our Easter egg, which I have for you guys today. I have this logo mockup, which I decided to give away for you guys. So logo mockup, this is it over here. And if you want to change the logo image, you go down here and click on this one. I say my work. Okay, I'm going to change this to my logo. Okay, so you guys are going to receive the update when I send that. Okay, so you click on it, it's going to open up this. You drop your logo and click Ctrl S. Automatically it's going to update it there. So we have it there. Now one mistake designers make is they update a logo concept and still leave the colors around it to be the same. No, we are going to change this to make it align with this, to make the design look more unique and more interesting or intriguing. So here is where you change it. I'm going to rename this to face, so you know that is it. So when you double click on this, we have this one over here. Then we are going to select a color close to what we have over there. We click OK, and we'll drop the color here and we click on save. So you're going to see how it's unified now. So this is it for this logo mockup, and that is it for our tutorial today. I never knew I could finish this before 30 minutes. I thought this could get up to 1 hour, but I'm very happy we broke everything we learned today down in different pieces, ranging from project portfolio, price table, logo brand, design table, estimate, invoice, design presentation, mockup, final export, receipts, and they will also learn the difference between receipts and invoice, and also why invoice is not an estimate. And also I gave you guys a business plan which I prepared. And finally, I have given away one of my promise which I made for August 4, which is logo mockup 1. The next logo tutorial, I'm going to send you guys the second logo mockup. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have not subscribed yet to the channel, make sure you do that. It's for your own good. Okay, you're going to learn a lot in the future. We're going to learn a lot together. And once again, I'm reminding you guys, for you guys who don't know, we have a Facebook group which is called Cartographic Design Lab. Go check it out. And also we have a program coming up from 1st of September next month. I hope to see you guys there. Enjoy the rest of the day. And once again, this, I say day, I So enjoy the rest of the day. And once again, this Manuel signing out from Graphics.